They say fashion can speak louder than words, and for Michelle Obama, it once spoke volumes without uttering even a single syllable. 16 years ago, her sleeveless portrait as First Lady made headlines, sparked outrage, and revealed far more than bare arms. It exposed the biases beneath the fabric of American society. And now, in a new book called The Look, Michelle Obama revisits that moment, unpacking how style became both her armor and her message, from Sleevegate to breaking stereotypes. Now, this is not just a story about the former First Lady and what she wore. It's about how she redefined power one outfit at a time. Here's our report with more.
It was the photo that defined an era. The former First Lady of the United States, elegant, confident, and sleeveless. 16 years after that iconic portrait, Michelle Obama is speaking out about what those bare arms really revealed. Not just muscle, but a mirror held up to America. When the White House released Michelle Obama's official portrait in 2009, she stood tall in a simple black Michael Kors dress. No frills, no fuss. But plenty of fuss was made. Her sleeveless dress caused what she now calls an uproar. Newspapers obsessed over her arms. Sleevegate, they called it. Others said she looked too casual, too informal, too something. In a new photo book, The Look, Obama reflects on how a fascination with her arms turned into something deeper, a way to otherize her. She writes that while every First Lady faces scrutiny, Hillary for her pantsuits, Nancy Reagan for her couture, this felt different. To her, it wasn't about fabric, it was about race. It was about a black woman being told she didn't quite fit the picture of what First Lady was supposed to look like. Obama shares how even her team once suggested she should soften her facial expressions on the campaign trail to avoid feeding the angry black woman stereotype.
I can't remember the first instance I was described as angry by the press, only that it was often enough that articles and academic papers have since been written about the phenomenon. While I intellectually understood how that angry black woman trope could be used against me, and frankly, why black women should be angry, in these instances, I was simply speaking my truth.
And when the former First Lady dressed down in shorts and a tank top on a trip to the Grand Canyon, one critic called her look common. That hurt, she admits, especially because the words came from a fellow black woman.
I'd grown to expect this kind of commentary from men and political opponents, but it was upsetting to me that a fellow black woman would contribute to the pile-on. We were 7 months into a brand new administration, and I was the first black First Lady trying to find my way.
For Obama, fashion was never just fashion. It was politics stitched into fabric. Each outfit had to speak. About identity, about belonging, about strength. And yet she turned the very thing used to critique her, her style, into a statement of empowerment. She embraced young designers of color, spotlighted underrepresented voices, and broke away from the traditional mold. At her first inaugural ball, instead of the expected Oscar de la Renta, she wore a Jason Wu gown from a then little-known Taiwanese-Canadian designer. That single dress made fashion history and launched Wu's global career. In The Look, she reflects not on what she wore, but on what those choices meant. Her clothes became her conversation with the world about visibility, identity, and power. After all these years, that sleeveless dress isn't just remembered for what it showed, but for what it stood for. Because when Michelle Obama bared her arms, she wasn't breaking a dress code, she was breaking a stereotype. And that, perhaps, is the most powerful look of all.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.